Hey everyone, and welcome back to FSi DFS. I'm McKinley412. Hope you had a fantastic week. We're looking towards another week of previews. Hopefully, I can get one out every day. I am starting to feel a little bit under the weather, so I'm not sure if this is going to progress and get worse throughout the week or what's going on. But regardless, Monday, 2 games, very small. Let's just kind of break it down. Edmonton, biggest favorite, minus 175. Colorado, also a favorite at minus 155. Over-unders, yeah. These are just the projected goalkeepers at this point in time. Sorokin, he is the best goaltender amongst the bunch. The 2023 save percentages show that, but also just like in terms of like their careers and everything, I do think that Sorokin's probably the best goaltender, or is the best goaltender of these 4. However, he is in a pretty tough matchup going up against Edmonton. One thing to note with Edmonton is that they just fired their coach yesterday. So this game tonight is not only their first game with this new coach, but it's their first full day with this new coach. So I don't know if he's going to be how much he's going to be changing up, if anything at all, or maybe he just kind of wants to see what's in place at the current play moment. But yeah, Sorokin, he's going to be GPP. I think that he could be a very intriguing GPP play. Going to the line stacks, Hyman, McDavid, and then Bouchard on the defense here. I already mentioned, Edmonton, they just fired their coach. This is their first time. I don't know if the Lions are going to get shaken up at all. I still think, though, regardless, Hyman's probably going to be sticking on this top line with McDavid, and I'm going to pair them with the top defender, Bouchard, to go with it. Hyman, he's been just a fantastic shot floor. He's kind of been that way forever, and he's actually coming off a hat trick in his last game, so 6.3K in a favorable matchup, skating with McDavid, ability to light the lamp. I'm going to have a lot of interest in him. Edmonton's power play ranks 9th so far this season. Islanders are a bottom 10 or bottom 12 PK unit, so even more of a boost to this power play unit. And they all correlate. Bouchard, again, is on defense, so he's not the right wing any means. But even as a defender, he's able to get on the score sheet, mainly with assists and everything. But he sees a lot of ice time. He shoots the puck. He gets all those different peripherals. He's able to get the shot block bonus to go along with it. So I really think that you can't go wrong with this top Edmonton line. Second line, I could go with Colorado. I thought about it. McKinnon, Rantanen, the normal guys from Colorado. But I decided to go a little bit more GPP, go a little bit different. I'm going to go with the top line of Seattle, actually. So Schwartz, Beniers, and Yamamoto. This is obviously more of a GPP play. But Colorado, they've shown, over the course of this season that they've been a little bit weak defensively. And this top line sees full power play correlation, which is a huge bonus. They've actually done very well in the power play in Seattle so far. They're ranked 7th in the league. Colorado, pretty decent penalty kill unit, though, so it kind of neutralizes it a bit. Schwartz, he is kind of like the leader in like what he's able to produce in terms of a floor. In terms of like raw talent and, upside, I think that Beniers, he's a guy who just seems to be under the radar routinely, but he is a phenomenal hockey player. He's going to be in the league for a very long time, so I think he's got the upside, but he really doesn't provide you with much of a floor. And then Yamamoto, he's really got no floor at all, other than like maybe 1 or 2 shots in a game. You're really hoping that he's able to get on the tail end of one of these guys' goals. I don't see him really scoring a goal himself, but it is hockey. Stranger things happen, and it's a 2-game slate. So if you're wanting to take down one of those bigger tournaments on a 2-game slate, you got to get different. Going into the individual plays, we're going to go with Nathan MacKinnon. I couldn't just have this slate of only 2 games and not mention MacKinnon. Doesn't matter that he's on the road. This guy is just a floor machine, and he's going to be pretty popular regardless. Not going to talk too much about that. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 5.2K. Nugent-Hopkins does skate on that top power play unit with McDavid and with Hyman, Draisaitl, and Bouchard, but he does skate at the second line at even strength with Leon Draisaitl. For now, I don't know what this new coach is going to do with the lines and shuffling, and if he's going to shuffle them at all. But we'll get a better picture of that at morning skate this morning. So you're around, I would say, noon to 1 o'clock Eastern time. Edmonton will have their morning skate. Sorry, that's my phone going off. Edmonton will have their morning skate. We'll able to see what their lineup's going to be looking like and if they changed anything. If you miss out on that, you can always just go to like a website like Daily Faceoff or Left Wing Lock. They're fantastic at updating those lines in real time. And Johansson for Colorado here. Colorado, speaking of shaking up lines, Colorado shook up their lines their last game, and they put Mikko Rantanen right back onto that second line with Johansson. And Johansson's main success this season has come when Rantanen is on that second line with him. They were paired together for a handful of games there. And honestly, that's where all the goals were coming from. But yeah, so cheap play, 4.3K. I'm not thinking very well right now. I don't know if you can tell. I'm a little bit congested and everything. But Johansson, he's back with Rantanen on that second even strength line. He does get top power play unit, so he's going to be skating with McKinnon and Makar and those kind of guys as well. So 4.3K I think is worth the cheap price. In terms of wing, like after you get past Rantanen and you get past Hyman, there's really not much to get super excited about. There's a couple of Islander guys I could possibly have interest in, guys like Barzal, but I'm actually going to go with Palmieri for the Islanders. Palmieri does skate on that top power play unit for the Islanders, facing off against Edmonton, who ranked third to last in terms of their penalty kills so far. It's been a real struggle for them. It's been one of their weakest points over the course of the year so far. So the Islanders, not a great power play, but maybe they're able to muster up something and get it put together here against this PK unit. So Palmieri does skate on that top power play. He skates, I believe, on the second line for the Islanders. So gives you a little bit of a floor, not a whole lot. We're kind of looking for upside here with the Islanders. And then Nichushkin, 4.5K, back to Colorado. Nichushkin skates with McKinnon on that top line, or that's what it was at the last practice. Defense, Makar, talked about him. Vince Dunn for Seattle. He's skating on that top power play unit, so he could be a guy that you pair with Schwartz and Beniers and Yamamoto. Like, if you really don't like Yamamoto's floor, and honestly, his ceiling isn't super great either, you could be going Schwartz, Beniers, and Dunn. I could totally understand that. All three of those guys are going to see great correlation as well. And then Pulock for the Islanders. Just going with a cheap guy on a power play unit who's going to see a lot of ice time and can block some shots. And Edmonton's probably going to be, controlling possession, shooting quite a bit of pucks. So I do like this scenario or this opportunity for him at cheap. But again, just like at wing, there's not a whole lot to love in cheap defense. And yeah, I think it's just kind of a messy, gross slate, all things considered. So thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll be able to get a video out for you guys on this Tuesday bigger slate tomorrow. And yeah, so good luck in your contest. Hopefully this helps, and I will see you in the next one.